So I'd like to start off by talking a little about your background in video games. Do you have any memories from playing games growing up?
Yeah, Atari 2600. I think the game was called Pong or something. So that's my first recollection of me playing a video game. Never been a big gamer. I do remember playing Super Tecmo Bowl a lot in college and Zelda. But other than that, not much.
What are your thoughts about how far that's come since Pong?
It's amazing. When they walked me in, it's like Shrek. I mean, just the graphics nowadays are just amazing. It's beyond my comprehension how far they've came in my lifetime.
Did you ever think in your wildest imagination to be in a video game one day?
Shoot, no, you know. In all honesty, I should be swinging a hammer, digging with a shovel, doing some type of manual labor on the farm. I shouldn't be 41 and retired from the UFC, I'll tell you that. It's just, the fans have been good to me, and the UFC.
What's it like to be in this UFC video game?
I don't get into it. You know, I've got 9 welterweight belts, and they're all underneath my bed or given away somewhere. I just don't pay much attention. I don't read my own press. I don't play myself on a video game. I just, I like the person I was before I became popular, so I'm trying to stay that person, and I just don't put much thought into it.
What advice would you give to someone who's playing as you in the video game?
Well, I wish I knew what to tell them. You know, everybody has little secrets of this and that, so I would say I'd have strong takedowns and some strong defense on submissions and probably some heavy striking, but not, you know, great striking. So that's a great question. I wish I had a freaking answer for you so everybody could win.
Now, MMA is a very complex sport. What role do you feel these video games play in educating kids?
Well, that's a great point you bring up, because I really think it do. You know, there's 4 main concepts to fighting: wrestling, kicking, punching, and submissions. So I mean, it's teaching everybody that there's actually these 4 groups in this. It's good. It's to be well-rounded, you got to know everything of the 4. So, or a lot of the 4, we'll say. So it's just teaching kids what they need to learn, which is good.
One of the things video games allow you to do is to take you in your prime and go up against current day prime fighters. Who would you want to be able to fight in a video game if you were in your prime?
But nowadays, you know, maybe the former champion Johnny Hendricks, he just lost his belt last night, but it would have been a great matchup. Or Carlos Condit, or, you know, there's just a bunch of guys that I'd like to fight nowadays. So it's a great example of what you can do nowadays with the video game is fight somebody that. Now, I'm retired and I can't go back and do it now physically.
And you don't want to play the video game, right? So you can't do that either.
I'll watch people do it.
What do you think it means for UFC to have EA Sports in the ring, in the octagon with them?
I think it's great. You know, jointly they're going to both benefit from this. UFC is going to get a lot of exposure, as well as EA. So it's just good for both of them. They're going to grow.
Have you gotten a sense, even while you were still fighting, with the younger guys coming in, how popular video games were amongst those fighters?
Used to train at Militich, you know, that's where my camp was, and Jens Spover is a huge gamer, goes to E3 every year and sits at booths and this and that, and he would game all night long, and he was late for practice and this and that. And I knew it was big, and I understand high school age kids video gaming all day long, but when you're 40 years old and that's all you do is game, then it's pretty popular.
And what do you do for fun now that you're retired?
I'm a pretty physical guy, so I'm outside. I love to work, love to ride 4-wheelers, enjoy nature, I hunt a lot, so usually I'm outside doing something. I don't watch a lot of TV. I don't really have a sports team, whether it be baseball or football or anything. My theory is if I've got time to do something, if I've got time to watch TV, I've got time to go out and do something productive. So I'm a little different character than a lot walking around here.